My name is Gary Brado, and I'm a documentary filmmaker and an entrepreneur. The economy is in less than perfect shape, and when the jobs go away, there's nothing left to do but get up and get creative. And there are people all over America doing just that. It's estimated that up to 85% of new businesses fail. So I'm going coast to coast to hear the personal stories of the people who beat the odds and started a successful business from the ground up. This is Startup.
The entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well. In Walsh College's Business Launch entrepreneurial community, consultants provide advice to aspiring business starters. More information available online.
The Chevrolet Volt, an everyday electric car with gas for longer trips. The nature of things to come. Chevrolet, find new roads.
American Express is proud to support startup and the millions of small businesses that put in the hard work to be open for business in neighborhoods across the country.
I'm standing at the top of Reservoir Park, and what you see behind me is the canvas for a couple amazing startups. The canvas is Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and the startups are Art Milwaukee and Newaukee. We're going to talk to Jeremy and Ian and find out the details about this unique business model. Social networking sites are driven by the increasing desire to stay connected, and Americans are more technologically connected than ever. Although online networks are popular, many professionals tend to prefer face-to-face networking because of the potential for higher quality and more personal relationships. Ian and Jason take a lot of pride in their city, and Newaukee's events have added a unique element to traditional networking. The organization helps welcome newcomers to the city, as well as retain some of Milwaukee's best and brightest talent, allowing the city's business culture to grow and thrive. Explain a little bit about Newaukee and what it is that you're doing and why.
To sum it up simply, we help people fall in love with their city. So if you just moved here or you've been here all your life, you go through different stages. You just graduated college, you just transitioned jobs, and there's a lot of young, like-minded people similar to yourself that are looking to get engaged, roll up their sleeves, do community work, or just expand on their social groups. So Newaukee does over 150 events a year, all throughout the community. We always pick a different place. So the motto is meet people, meet Milwaukee. So if you've been with us for a year, you've probably met 5,000 people. You've grabbed a couple of really close friendships and you've become an expert on your city.
Has your organization been able to step in and touch base with the heads of these companies and get them to support your movement?
A lot of HR people would spend lots of money recruiting someone, but after they're here, what are you doing to keep them here? Where's that retention come in?
Sure.
We have no problem as a culture generation switching jobs after 2 years, but if that company invests in their employees, provides them a social outlet, opportunities to get involved, if you're volunteering in your community, you're far more likely to stay. So we've been very fortunate that Milwaukee, unfortunately or fortunately for us, it has retention issues from time to time. A lot of people graduate from the universities, the first thing they think of is New York, Chicago, LA, I must get out to succeed. But that's not the case. So we're right now we're in the lower level luxury suites, or the basement of the Grand Avenue Mall. And housed in here is Newaukee and Art Milwaukee.
Okay.
Both groups work to kind of raise the perception of the city.
So Art Milwaukee, let's talk about that.
Art Milwaukee brings thousands of people together around an art experience. So Newaukee and Art Milwaukee work side by side. So we share staff, share space.
Okay.
Newaukee in itself is very specifically geared towards young professionals.
Okay.
Where Art Milwaukee, the common bond is art. So you might see 5-year-olds or 2-year-olds in a baby stroller up to 80-year-olds.
Yeah. What's the business model? How do you get paid? How does this work as a business?
Sure, so it's multifaceted. Most of our events are free, but occasionally we do some paid events, so there's revenue there. We also charge the venues whenever we're doing an event there, so they look at this as a great way to advertise. We're bringing 200 to 1,000 people to their business, we're talking about it, and then that business becomes cool and relevant, and everybody's taking photos, uploading them to social media, etc.
How did you create this collective? And did you all just say, I'm done with my day jobs, we're gonna do this full time?
Well, so we started Newaukee about 4 years ago. For the first 2 years, it started growing and increasing in numbers, and pretty soon it reaches that tipping point, I'm sure, as many small businesses do, where you're either doing it full-time or you have to stop it. So myself, Jeremy, and Angela all jumped ship at the same time. I quit my marketing job. Jeremy worked for one of the universities, and Angela had her own consulting business as well.
How scary was it?
It was terrifying. And trying to explain this to your parents. Oh, we're kind of this social movement that's happening. Okay, whatever, kid.
What's Facebook?
Yeah, what's Facebook? What's a Twitter? Okay. So we really bootstrapped it for the first year, and we didn't have any funding, any resources.
You did it all out of pocket.
All out of pocket for the first 2 years, and now it's a new business model. It's strange to people. People are generally used to, when they want to get a message across, it's buying a newspaper ad or an online banner.
Traditional marketing.
Traditional media. And this is something that's completely different. And it's really identifying what that business model will be.
The party and event planner industry generates over $6 billion a year in revenue. How did you guys meet and start to collaborate?
Oh man, we met, I think I came to an event when you started Milwaukee.
Jeremy stalked us.
And I was doing some freelance stuff, trying to hand out the business card, doing the old networking thing.
Networking.
And I think I bought you a drink and asked you on a date or something.
Yeah, I think that's how it went.
But and then we just started talking, and I think what we realized we had a lot of ideas that were aligned, and realized we wanted to change the city, and realized it wasn't going to be to the people that were already doing it. It was going to be the next generation of people that made the change.
There's so much more to Milwaukee than just the downtown area.
So we're coming up right now on Water Street.
Water Street Brewery. So another microbrew?
Yep.
So this is a college town.
Yep. Most people think Madison in this state when they think
Yeah,
college town.
that's what I think, at Badgers.
But actually, we have more college students here in Milwaukee.
Wow.
So we're going to keep following this up to Brady Street. Brady Street's one of the most diverse areas in the community. So you're going to have lots of patio culture.
Does this bridge the cultural gap at all, this street?
Yeah, it definitely helps. This is the Thai restaurant here. Reganos. This is one of the only bars in the city you can bring your dog into.
I mean, I would have never even thought to venture out into this hip little community.
Yep.
But this is sweet. How big of a part does social media play in what you do?
Oh, it's huge. When you have someone coming to Milwaukee and they when you're looking at branding of the city, they take a photo of their city, them in front of the art museum, and they say, I love this city. That goes out, that's the best branding in the world. That's better than buying that full page ad in the New York Times, because no one cares. But if you have someone you know and like and trust and they're your friend, and they're excited about the city you live in, you're gonna wanna go visit them.
Right.
You're gonna wanna go check out that
You
city.
believe it.
Exactly. And it's much more genuine coming from someone's actual social media feed.
The Wisconsin Department of Tourism had 1.7 million unique visitors in 2011. What would you say to other people that want to be ambassadors to their city and create a really unique, interesting new business that you've done? What advice would you have for them?
I would say look at everything in your city when you drive by it, say what if? How can I change it? I would say look at everything as an opportunity, and I guess I would say you have the ability to affect it and actually work through the problems and look at a problem and try to change it.
Communities grow from like-minded people with positive ideas, and Art Milwaukee and Newaukee are definitely setting an example for what it means to be the true ambassadors of your city. For more information, log on to our website and click the link for Newaukee. Visit our website at startup-usa.com and like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. What do you call organic food? What did they call organic food in 1950?
No idea.
Food.
Exactly. Exactly.
American Express is proud to support startup and the millions of small businesses that put in the hard work to be open for business in neighborhoods across the country.
The Chevrolet Volt, an everyday electric car with gas for longer trips. The nature of things to come. Chevrolet. find new roads.
The entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well. In Walsh College's business launch entrepreneurial community, consultants provide advice to aspiring business starters. More information available online.